Okay, hi, this is Miss Shayla. Welcome to the Dorky Reader. That's my channel's name because I'm a dork and I'm a reader. Today's video, I was hoping to go over my TBR list for March because I want to pick the books. I changed my format to a TBR jar because I think it's prettier. It's a lot more aesthetically pleasing than looking through my really messy, scrappy notebook. And I think that it'll be more fun this way. Hopefully I'm not wrong. And we'll pick 5 great books to read, or should I do 6 like last time? Yeah, let's do 6 books, and then I can pick between them. If I don't finish 6, I don't finish 6. Dun, 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 dun. Let's just dive right into it. I'm going to. Okay, here we go. The first prompt is a book with a rose on the cover. Boy, I can't. How do people do this? This is my first time. Sorry, guys. I failed. You know what? It's probably this light. Dun, dun, dun. Does that work better? Maybe. Well, I read it out loud. You should just trust me. Trust me, damn it. I know what I'm talking about. I'll go find some and I'll bring them back. Oh my gosh, I found a lot of books with roses on the cover. At first, in my TBR cart, there were like 0, and I was panicking. Like, oh my God, there are no books with roses on the cover. What am I gonna do? However, on my bookshelves, I found 6 books with roses on the cover. And so, well, we'll have to pick one of these. One of them is called The Curse of the Wolf King. And this is probably like a fairy tale retelling, is my assumption here. How can you not see what you do to me? You make me feel the way books do. Things I never had to feel as a wolf. Things I've only begun to feel since I met you. This sounds like it's gonna be probably a bit of a cringy, maybe a little spicy romance. I'm not sure if I'm in the mood for that right now. Maybe, I don't know, because right now I'm in the middle of a book called A Dawn of Onyx, which is right here. And I'm enjoying it, but it is filling that void for me. So after I'm done with it, I'm probably not gonna want to reach out for a whole nother one right away. Maybe later, when I'm in the mood. The next book is a contender, The Final Gambit. I've read the first 2 books, but I haven't read this one. So, and I remember from the first 2, because it's been a while, they're very easy, fast-paced books. There's a little bit of a mystery, a puzzle to solve. There is romance and a little bit of, you know, oh, which guy will she choose? So that is an option. I'm gonna put this on the maybe pile. Here we have A Funny Story by Emily Henry. I don't know if I've ever read an Emily Henry book, and a lot of you guys really love her. So that is driving me. However, I am rarely in the mood for a contemporary romance. It's not my usual genre. When I am, I can plow through it. Like, it'll be like, oh, I'm in the mood for this. But right now, I'm not sure if that's the mood I'm in. I will save this because a lot of people said this one's really good. And so I'll put it over here. Okay, now I've got Light Lark, which a friend of mine really loved. And so I want to read what she loved and feel her perspective there. I know, though, that this seems like the main female character is probably going to be a little bit of a sass person. Or, I mean, I could be wrong. I just get that vibe, like she's gonna be like powerful and the chosen one, and I'm not, I don't know, maybe not. Okay, the other 2. I've got Blood Guard, which was one of my book of the month choices. Enter the arena, sees 2 weapons, now try to survive. Could be good. What's this about? 100 years, tens of thousands of gladiators, and today only one will rise. Lee of Grey thought coming to this new land and volunteering to fight in the gladiator arena, vicious, bloodthirsty tournaments where only the strongest survive, would earn him enough gold to save his dying sister. He thought there was nothing left to lose. He was wrong, and they took everything. His hope, his freedom, his very humanity. All Leith has left inside his battle-scarred body, fueled by rage and hardened from years of fighting for the right to live another day. Oh, is his battle-scarred body. Oh my God. Anyway, then Leith meets Maeve, elven royal who is everything he despises, everything he should hate, until the alluring princess offers him the one thing he needs most, a chance to win the coveted title of Bloodguard and his freedom. But in the kingdom built on secrets and lies, hope doesn't come cheap, nor will his ultimate revenge. So this is probably a story about vengeance. There's gonna be some, I have a feeling, some lusty romance. It's really pretty. That is a maybe. Okay, and the last one I saw with a rose on it, a very, very tiny little rose, is Fireborn. This is dragons. And I'm one of those people, I'm one of the few people in the world who didn't like Fourth Wing. So this might fill the dragon void that I missed out on. Let's see. Annie and Lee were only children when revolution changed their world, giving everyone a chance to test into the governing class of dragon riders. Now they are both rising stars in the new regime, even though Annie's low-born family was executed by dragon fire, while Lee was born to the very aristocrats who used to rule the city. A childhood at the same orphanage forged their friendship, and 7 years of training have made them rivals for the top position in the dragon riding fleet. But everything changes when survivors from the old regime surface, bent on reclaiming their city. With war on the horizon, Lee must choose to kill the only family he has left, or to betray everything he's come to believe in. And Annie must decide whether to protect her dearest friend or step up to be the champion her city needs. Loyalty and love are tested in this gripping adventure that asks what matters most, the family you were born into or the one you have chosen. You know, that does sound pretty good. Ooh, that's in the maybe pile. I'm going to take Bloodguard out and put that one in. Okay, I've got 2 to choose from. Dun, 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 dun. I think I'm going to do, because this is starting a whole new series and this one's finishing one, I'm going to do the final gambit so I can finish off a series. All right, on to the next prompt. Let's get it. Uh-oh, where did I put that one tab? Uh-oh, I told myself I would put them to the side so I could reuse them next year. Oh, well, whatever. Here I go. It's a yellow one. And it says, a romance, a very simple prompt. A romance. Well, does that mean contemporary romance? Is that what it's trying to tell me? Should I have chosen Funny Story by Emily Henry? I think that's what I'm going to do. Because it's right here. And it's easy to grab. And by golly, then I'll know what the hype's all about. Okay, next book. I put this one to the side. I'm not going to lose my little romance tab. Here we go. Come on, something fun. I have to put the other books away too. My table's getting really overrun with books right now. Let it go. Okay. This one says, a book starting with the letter M for Miss Shayla, because that's my name. I don't know if you can see that, but all right. I'll be back with some M books, if there are any. I actually found 3 books. Actually, there were 4, but it was like, one was like a sequel in a series I hadn't even started yet, so I can't count that. Okay, so the books I found were Magisterium by Jeff Hirsch, whatever. Anyway, everything you've been told is a lie. On one side of the rift is a technological paradise without famine or want. On the other side is a mystery. 16-year-old Glen Morgan has lived next to the rift her entire life without knowing what might be on the other side of it. Glen's only friend, Kevin Kapoor, insists the fence holds back a world of monsters and witchcraft, but magic isn't for Glen. She has enough problems with reality. Glenn's mother disappeared when she was 6, and soon after, she lost her scientist father to his all-consuming work on the mysterious project. Glenn buries herself in her studies and dreams about the day she can escape, but when her father's work leads to his arrest, he gives Glenn a simple metal bracelet that will send her and Kevin on the run, with only one place to go. With Magisterium, Jeff Hirsch brings us the story of a complex, captivating world that will leave readers breathless until the very last page. So they're on the run, they're in a new world, the cover is dope. I mean, look at that, that's really cool. It is a possibility. I am interested in this. Another one I chose was The Maid. I'm not including the word the like that. I don't care about that. Okay, so, but The Maid is contemporary literature, and I just chose funny story, so I'm probably not going to choose The Maid, which is supposed to be a quirky, fun mystery, murder mystery, I believe. And The Maid is going to be like neurodivergent, which will be so cool because it'll remind me of my daughter. And I think it's supposed to be funny, but also thrilling and what's the word I'm looking for? Quirky, just different. And I think that it does sound good, but I'm not in the mood to read 2 contemporary fictions in March. That's just not my scene. The third book I found was Mortal Engines, book 1, which kind of gives me this weird dystopian or alternate future world like feeling. I guess the cities move here and London is like attacking little towns to keep going. I'm not sure. I think there's a movie about this, but I haven't seen it. Maybe I should watch it. No, but I need to read it first. I believe this looks like it's either a YA or a middle grade, and I'm not sure. Oh, tempting, because this would be a really quick, nice, easy way to blow through a book this next month. This one also sounds exciting. You know, I'm going to do Mortal Engines. I'm going to do it because it will be quicker. Again, just like the final Gambit. That's why I chose. Can you see I'm lazy? I'm going to choose it because I want to watch the movie, because that sounds like a really, like a movie I'd be into. Okay. Mortal Engines. Boom. 3 books down, 3 to go. Ready for my next draw. Oh my gosh, here we go. A book that starts with the letter of your last text message's name. Okay, I'm gonna have to turn off my camera a bit because my camera is my phone, and check that out and see who gave me a message last. It's probably my husband, but we'll see. Okay, well, ironically, the last person to text message me was my son's piano teacher, and her name also starts with an M. So I think that means I'm gonna have to choose Magisterium as my 4th choice as well. 2 M's, boom. Hopefully I don't get a letter for this one. I mean, letters aren't bad, but I like looking at the covers. I think it's more fun for me as a little hide and, what is it? Not hide and seek. What's the word? Scavenger hunt. That's the one. Okay, here we go. Prompt 5. A book with food on the cover. Oh, that's gonna be hard. Okay, wish me luck. That was really hard. I mean, I didn't take as much time as I did looking for some of the other ones because I was really lazy, but I did find one and I want to read it because I started reading it a while ago. I put it down not because it wasn't good, but because something else came up and I read that instead, and then I just lost my drive for it. But I want to read Dreadful by Caitlin Rozakis. Hopefully I said that right. This is like a satire-y kind of funny fantasy, which is one of my favorite types of fantasy, where they kind of make things a little bit goofy and wacky. Basically this evil person, this dreadlord, whatever he is, he casts some kind of spell and his memory is gone. He wakes up in his little laboratory or tower or wherever he's at, and he has no idea who he is, where he's at, what's going on. He just kind of slowly pieces together that he has lost his memory and that everyone in this world thinks he's like, you know, the big deal. Like they're his little minions, his servants. So it's hilarious. One thing I did note, I think he's older. He's not very attractive according to the description, if I remember that, but I think that'll be all the more funny. There's some kind of princess involved that he's held captive. I have no idea what to expect from this, but I know it'll be really fun. And I'm just excited to read it. And ooh, there's my Gonzo bookmark. Ooh, I'm excited. I'm not gonna pick up right there. I think I'm gonna start back at the beginning. So that's what we'll do. Okay, I have one more book to choose. I'm excited. Dun, dun, dun. Please be a good one. Okay, we have a dystopian or post-apocalyptic novel. Okay, I have a couple in mind. I'll bring them out. Okay, so I went with my gut and I didn't do a whole lot of thinking. I just went straight for it. And I'm going to be reading Carl's Doomsday Scenario, book 2 in the Carl saga. I'm really looking forward to reading this. It's going to be a riot. I love Princess Donut, and look, she's right there. And it looks like she's got a little tiara on, and she looks really fluffy, and I cannot wait to find out what they're getting up to in book 2. This might be the very first one in March I pick up. I am pretty sure that's where I'm going to go with this. Okay, that's it for March. I'll show you what I got all together. I've got Carl's Doomsday Scenario. Ding! I've got The Final Gambit, which is the 3rd book in the Inheritance Games. Is that the name? Yeah, Inheritance Games trilogy or quadrilogy, whatever this is. I've got Dreadful, which is supposed to be really funny and I'm looking forward to. And it was funny what I did read a long time ago, but I didn't finish. So I'm just going to start over and finish it this time. I'm also going to read Magisterium, which is totally random book off my shelf I wasn't expecting to read anytime soon. It's kind of one of those books that's just been sitting there. I think I got it at the used bookstore for a couple bucks because I like the cover because it is a really cool cover. And now I guess I'm going to read it and find out more about it. I'm also going to read The Mortal Engines, which should be a quick, breezy read. And then it'll also give me a chance to maybe watch this movie. Hopefully it doesn't suck. And then I'm going to read my very first Emily Henry funny story. And I think a lot of people say, what is this one about again? Like some kind of thing like both of their partners leave each other for each other or something. I'm not exactly sure, but it sounds like just a fun romance. Supposedly it's written well and I'll enjoy it. So those are my March reads. Now I'm going to get into my 2 books I'll choose for the end of February if I have time to read them in that short amount of time. I'm finishing one book. It'll probably be done by the end of the night, and that is A Dawn of Onyx. I may choose to just plow through and read the sequel, which I do have at hand. I'm not sure though, but I will pick 2 little books here to add to February's end of the month thing. How many days are left in February? There's only 5. Okay, I'll pick just one book to add for February. So here it is, a book with a purple cover. Okay, I will go find a book with a purple cover. Okay, so I have 3 choices for purple covered books that I could read this month. I am looking at them. 2 are middle grades, which I've been doing middle grades this month and kind of vibing with that. So that is a likeliness. There's 1 YA, and that is Cinder. I know this is like the start of a new big series. So that is its downfall. I've been wanting to read this series for quite a while because they're fairy tale retellings. And I love, look at the cover on that. Isn't that cool? cyberpunky Cinderella. I don't know, it looks kind of cool. That could be okay, yes, maybe. There's also The Whisper Wicks, The Labyrinth of Lost and Found. 11-year-old Benjamin Creek believes in science, logic, and the power of reason. He definitely does not believe in magic. But when he receives a mysterious doll in the mail, a doll that can transform into a bird, he is led into an impossible and most definitely magical world. Riethenwold. Riethenwold is a dangerous place, and it holds many secrets within the labyrinthine walls. Monsters lurk, hanged men stalk, and at the center of its shifting, unchartable streets lives the Minotaur, a beastly creature who is an object of fear and terror. In no time at all, Benjamin is swept into a perilous adventure with the fierce and brilliant Isabella, a girl determined to solve the disappearance of her missing brother, who may be caught up in a decades-old conspiracy that could doom them all. Will Benjamin ever find his way home, or will he be lost forever in the labyrinth? That does sound good, but it also sounds kind of creepy. I'm not sure if I'm into it. Then we've got The Wizards of Once, which I think my daughter read and liked. It's by the author of How to Train Your Dragon. I've never read those, but my daughter has, and she loves them. And I guess there's a wizardy boy and a warrior girl, and Czar and Wish must forget their differences if they're ever going to make it to the hidden dungeons at Warrior Fort, where something that has been sleeping for hundreds of years is stirring. This looks like fun, and there's cute pictures in it. Oh, I love this. This is drawn so well. Oh, this looks like it's really easy too. I could definitely plow through that. But you know what? I have done 2 middle grades this month already. I think I'm gonna pick Cinder for my next book. Yeah, I'm gonna try and read Cinder and start off a whole new series despite my best, whatever. Wish me luck. Okay, that's it for my TBR choices. I know this video is long. Thank you for sticking with me. I'm looking forward to drawing more again for the month of April. Hopefully I get through this hefty stack of books in the next few weeks. What is there, 7 here? I'll do my best. These are not what I was expecting. The only one I was really hoping for that made it was Carl's Doomsday Scenario. I'm really glad I got a dystopian choice there. There are a few books I've been really wanting to read, but nothing matches them so far. So hopefully I'll get some better options chosen in April so I can read them, or I might have to just cheat and read one anyway. I really want to read, what is it called? Road of Bones and, oh God, I can't. Blood, Bright, Haven, whatever that book is. I can't remember it. Anyway, it's too bright in here for me to read the title. That's just, I guess, story of my life here. I just radiate brightness. It's not at all this light that my husband bought for me at all. That's not it. I'm a dork. Okay, anyway, have a great day. Thank you for watching my dorky videos. I hope that you had fun picking books with me.